front bench, reshuffle.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Deputy Speaker. We have had an exciting and heartfelt debate on the motion today, and I'd like to commend speeches from this side of the House, from the Right Honourable Member for Sutton Coldfield, Right Honourable Member for Wetherby and Essingwold, Member for Angus and Perthshire, for Bromsgrove, Basildon and Billericay, the Right Honourable Member from Salisbury, Beaconsfield, North Antrim, Beverley and Holderness, Innismon, Farnham and Borden, Keighley, South Northamptonshire and Bognor Regis in Littlehampton. We had some excellent speeches, all with a passion, speaking on behalf of the small businesses, of the farmers, of the workers and the pensioners who've been hit by Labour changing its mind on taxes, doing things differently than it said at the election. We had two new phrases, I think, from my honourable friend, the member for Bognor Regis. We now realise we have to challenge the Chancellor based on her flagship failures, not her flagship policies. And the key point made by the honourable member for North Antrim, who said with great passion that because of Labour's tax on family businesses, small businesses are now no longer planning for growth, they are planning for death. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the public feel that they were misled by Labour at the general election. They think the Labour front bench are incompetent. They think the Prime Minister is woefully out of touch and the Chancellor is out of her depth. And why shouldn't they? A Prime Minister who needs multiple attempts to define a woman and then multiple attempts to define a working person doesn't exactly inspire confidence. And a Chancellor who says she won't raise taxes on working people and then hikes national insurance, costing working people their jobs and their earnings, doesn't inspire trust. Our motion today provides the government with an opportunity to draw a line, to recognise the overreach and errors in its taxation policies and give some hope to the makers in our society, those who work hard in our warehouses, offices, factories, shops and restaurants and our public services, to recognise the errors in the Treasury's assessment of the impact of the family farm tax on those who grow our food, to recognise the trauma caused by the jobs tax on those who build our businesses. These are the people who know how to grow our economy, not the numpties on the front bench. So why is the government intent on holding them back? Alas, the Chancellor thinks, she knows best. Despite taxes being at their highest rate on record, the Chancellor is on the hunt for new taxes. Wealth tax, capital gains tax, pensions tax, council tax, savings tax, tax, always the same with a Labour government. The government's strategy is to tax her way to growth. I have to tell the Chancellor that that strategy will not work. No economy can tax its businesses out of existence and create growth. And tonight, the Chancellor starts her new tax campaign with a visit to the City. For the first time, it won't be so much a Mansion House speech as a Mansion tax assessment. The Chancellor will claim that the government's actions have brought about financial stability. Well, maybe, but not in this country. The government's Chagos deal has eliminated income tax in Mauritius, but given British taxpayers a new £30 billion tax bill. The government's abolition of non-dom status is boosting the tax revenues of Portugal and Italy, but will mean taxpayers here having to cough up billions a year more to plug the gap as people leave the UK, taking their tax payments with them. The truth is, the Chancellor has done the complete opposite of her claims of stability. She is the eye of an instability storm of her own making, where nobody knows when her next tax raid will come and who will get hit the hardest. A second summer of doubt and uncertainty caused by this Chancellor and tolerated by this Prime Minister. And Labour backbenchers know it. They know all the times the Chancellor has led them up the hill only to lead them down again. the once-in-a-parliament tax hike, the removal of winter fuel payments, the blundered attempts at welfare cuts, and it's only been 1 year. The government benches are limping towards recess. Look at them, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Napoleon's troops were in better humour on their march back from Moscow than some Labour MPs are as they make their way back to their constituencies. Back to the people who just 1 year ago they promised so much, only to deliver oh so little. No wonder the people feel so let down. But let's be fair. Some Labour backbenchers are going back with a warm feeling. A reshuffle is coming soon to clear away all the dead wood on the front bench. Oh, so much dead wood. Some Labour backbenchers have already had their tap on the shoulder. They already know who they are. They're going home with great expectations of high office. No. Spare a thought, please, for all the many other Labour MPs who have missed out. They felt they were given a promise that if they did the right thing, they would be looked after. Now they know the government has reneged on their promise. The change they hoped for will not come. For them, I am truly sorry. But there is one consolation. At least now they know how the rest of the country feels. Yeah.